Good morning. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Don't be surprised, this is a voiceover video. You will see whatever image I decide to put on the screen. But yeah, this is a voiceover type of recording, type of audio, type of video. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, anyway, guys, welcome to my channel. Happy new month. Today is the 1st of July. And yeah, I can't believe we literally just hopped onto the second half of 2021. We love it. Well, I personally love it. But anyway, if you're new on my channel, my name is Lydia. And this is my queendom, darling. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And go follow me on Instagram. It's Lydia_MSM. I think it's actually quite a good idea to hop on over to Instagram and follow me there, because that's where I'll be more active. Because I am taking a break from YouTube, as you saw from the thumbnail and the title of the video. I know you're also probably surprised that today is a Thursday. As you know, my new uploading days are Wednesday, a Monday and a Wednesday. But I actually thought today was the 31st of June until I woke up. I was like, damn, it's already the 1st. It's a brand new month. But anyway, I decided to upload this video today because it just makes more sense. So anyway, let's just get into the video. Why am I taking a break from YouTube, and how long will I be gone for? I'll be answering those questions shortly, and I'll just highlight the main reasons why I am taking this break. The biggest one being the fact that I am currently experiencing a bit of a mental and creative block, if that makes sense. I honestly am happy with the content that I've put out, but on the creative front, being a person who's really, sitting there curating the content, I've honestly not been happy with the quality of my content, and the Virgo in me just won't accept it. I have set a certain standard for myself, and at the moment I feel like I'm underperforming. I don't like how it makes me feel, so I would rather take a break and then come back when I'm in a better mental and creative space to actually put out the quality content that I know I should be putting out. You're probably thinking, girl, what are you talking about? Girl, what are you talking about? I understand. Because I'm the person feeling whatever blockage that I'm going through right now. So yeah, I decided to take a mental break. Okay, so let me just elaborate on the fact that I said I feel a little stagnant, or my content is starting to feel a little stale, or appear or look a little stale as far as I'm concerned. I'm a very creative person. Honestly, I thrive and perform at my optimum when I'm just vibrating at higher frequencies, and the creative juices are just there. I don't have to literally drag it out of myself, so it's reaching a point where it feels that way. First of all, I feel like my content is a bit repetitive. You're probably just enjoying the content that I'm putting out anyway, but like I said, for me as the person who's putting the content together, editing it and putting it out there, I don't like doing things that start to feel like a chore. And that's what my YouTube has started feeling like. It feels like a chore. The drive and excitement that I had when I first started out, I feel like it's slowly depleting, and I don't like that feeling. So I would rather take a break and come back all rejuvenated and recharged and ready to actually upload the content that I'm really proud of. So yeah. And on the mental break part, I'll just elaborate more on that. I was actually thinking about it, that do I really want to talk about it on my channel? Because let's just be honest, the internet is a very scary place. It's, in as much as we'd like to think that it's a very safe space, not everyone who watches or engages in your content, or not everyone who's online vibrates on the same frequency as you, so sometimes there's certain things that you might want to open up about, especially on a channel like mine, which is personal. It's not like a business channel or anything like that, you understand? So you do want to open up about certain things, but you constantly ask yourself, is this really a safe space? Is it really a safe space for me to open up and talk about, the different things that I really want to tap into? So sometimes, honestly, you do go through periods where you might record something, and during the editing stage, you're just like, this is a little delicate, it's a little sensitive, it's too personal, and how will I react if it's not really perceived the way I expected it to be perceived? Some people will literally read too much into whatever it is that you put out there, or they'll just literally make a mountain out of a molehill, which is so annoying. But at the same time, I think you need to be conscious of the fact that you can only be in control and in charge of the content that you put out, how you react to certain situations. So what somebody else says, or how they respond to whatever it is that you're saying or putting out there, that shouldn't be any of your business. But like I said, if it's something that's just too personal, you can't really predict how you would react in that type of situation. So I think one of those things is just issues relating to mental health. I never want to be one of those people who are just hopping on a train or on a trend, and I have been seeing a lot of videos just where people are talking about mental health and just looking at the reaction that they get in their comment section. People are not that receptive as far as issues surrounding mental health are concerned. It's a bit sensitive, it's a bit of a taboo. I think people come on YouTube because it's probably an escape from their own issues. So I'm assuming that people don't really want to come into the space, which is normally for fun content, just nothing too serious. And then if you are a person who chooses to tap into conversations and topic as complex and as delicate as mental health issues, I think you run the risk of people not really being receptive or not responding positively to that type of content. So anyway, the point that I'm making is that you do find yourself in a position where you're like, I really want to touch on certain things, but is this the space where I'd honestly feel safe and comfortable opening up on that level? Right. So anyway, to just further elaborate on the point that I raised about mental health issues and just the common reaction that I've seen to that type of content on YouTube, I really didn't know if I'd feel comfortable talking about that on my channel, but I mean, it is part of the reasons why I am taking this break, so I might as well just touch on it. So I have been seeking counseling for quite a while right now. I've been seeing a psychologist, which I honestly think, with the way just last year went, 2020, I think everyone should just, even if it's a couple of sessions, if it's not for you, it's okay. You can just, focus on what works for you. Some people deal better with guided meditation, journaling, exercising, seeking spiritual help, talking to a spiritual leader, whatever it is that works for you. But I think everyone should try their hand at counseling, because it honestly does help. Talking to someone who's actually professionally qualified to be giving you whatever advice they're giving you, just listening to you and helping you make sense of things that might seem a little confusing, or things that on the level you might just perceive to honestly not be that much of a contributing factor to whatever it is that you're feeling. And then this person is actually in a qualified professional position to help you make sense of those things, and they're like, baby girl, you're thinking that's not an issue, but this is why it's an issue. They just unpack everything so professionally for you, and they hold up a mirror to your face, and you start looking at issues that you thought were not really that important in your life, and you realize just how much they contributed to shaping you into the person that you are. I know I'm probably sounding a bit cryptic right now. I'm not making sense. I'm sorry if that's the case. But honestly, I would encourage anyone out there who's been thinking about, getting any professional help to pick up your phone, make that call, type up that email, whatever it is that you need to do to get in touch with someone who's in a professional position to actually help you out, I would highly recommend. So anyway, like I said, I have been seeing a psychologist for quite a while. It's been such an emotional journey, but I'm quite grateful. I think if anything, this is the best gift I've given myself this year. So it has been a very enlightening experience. It's been eye-opening, emotional. It's been a roller coaster of a ride. Some days I am really excited about the process, and other days I just want to throw in the towel. I'm like, this is just too much. This is not what I signed up for. This is too much. But I honestly commend myself, and I always pat myself on the back for taking that step. Personally, I've never been a person who frowned upon, counseling or anyone seeking professional help for that matter. But I honestly never saw myself ever seeking professional help, if that makes sense. I've never frowned upon the process, and if anyone told me that they're going for counseling, I'd be like, oh, okay. I just didn't relate until I got to a point where I felt like I was just spiraling out of control. The Virgo in me likes taking charge of their own life, but it got to a point where I was like, I actually do need some sort of professional input, and I am quite glad that I took that step to seek counseling. It's been an emotional experience, like I said, but regardless of that, I am still grateful. I am proud of myself for taking that step to ensuring that I am just okay. I think one of the greatest changes I've noticed in myself over the years is the fact that I am present. And by that, I mean, I know when it's time to actually ask for help. I know when it's time to tap out. I know when it's time to take a break. I've gotten to a point where I do have a positive relationship with just my overall psyche, that I can feel if I'm getting to a point where I need to either slow down, zone out, and in this case, ask for help. So that's exactly what I've been doing, and it's been quite helpful, and I'd highly recommend, like I said, if anyone has been thinking about it. 2020 was a very tough year on everyone, and I think 2021 is not even any different. Just when we're thinking things are getting better, it's just like we're taking 10 steps back. So I can only imagine what that is doing to people's mental health. So yeah, highly recommend. Highly recommend. So that takes me to my next point. One thing that I've noticed is that I'm actually not excited about my birthday this year, which is so shocking. It's so shocking because honestly, by March, I'm annoying my friends and my family, telling them about, all the different things that I plan on doing for my birthday. By April last year, I had already booked my hotel. I knew where I wanted to go. I knew what I wanted to do. And I had already planned out an itinerary for my birthday. And that is not the case this year. I don't have a birthday wish list. I've tried drafting it 3 times on 3 separate occasions. It's just not happening. And I had to sit down and ask myself, are you really excited about your birthday this year? And honestly, yeah, so I really had to ask myself why I'm not as excited about my birthday this year. And that again is also a contributing factor to me taking this break. I'm just taking time to myself. Obviously, I am going to be a bit active on Instagram because curating my fashion content has honestly been so therapeutic. I enjoy it so much. I love fashion. You guys know by now I'm a bargain queen, always going out there looking for sale items or whatever. And I just feel at my happiest when I'm creating content, like I said, or if I'm just doing anything fashion related. So that's honestly been a positive outlet for me. And like I said, if you do want to see what I'll be doing on the fashion front, you can just go and follow me on Instagram and kind of keep up with me over there. So anyway, like I said, I realized that I'm not really excited about my birthday. My birthday is in September. I'm turning 29, and it's not really about the age. I think it also kind of hit me that for the longest time I've enjoyed my even birthdays, but not really my odd birthdays. So I enjoyed my 22nd, 24th, 26th, and obviously last year when I turned 28, I really enjoyed my birthdays. I was very happy. But when I sat down and reflected on the odd birthdays, I hated my 21st birthday. My 23rd was my 25th birthday was whatever. My 27th birthday, that's actually when I was in Bali. So I would say I was a bit happy because I had finally ticked that off my bucket list. I've written it down. I think I had written it down years before. I didn't even know how that was going to happen, but I was like, oh, spend my birthday in Bali. Didn't really specify which birthday, but that was on my bucket list. So I think for me it was more, I was happy to take it off. But when I reflect on that holiday, I was not really as happy as I should have been. Or as I expected to be. It's one of those things. I think I read this somewhere that the saddest thing that you can go through life is being a destination addict. So basically, you're not enjoying the moment right now. You're just looking forward to the next job, the next relationship, the next trip. That you're just looking forward to taking things off your list. But once you get to that point, you don't really enjoy them. And I think that's what happened on my 27th birthday. In as much as I was very happy that I was in Bali and I managed to take that item off my list before I even turned 30, I was very happy. But I realized that once I achieved that goal, I was not as excited about it as I thought I would be. And that's one thing that I've also had to accept, that I do struggle with that issue, just being a destination addict. The chase is more exciting than achieving the actual goal. And that is not okay. So I'm trying to get myself back to the process, which is something that I've also been tackling in counseling, to just be a person who's present and they're enjoying whatever it is that they're doing now. In as much as there are certain goals that you have in mind, that you're working towards, you have certain aspirations, but calming myself down enough to actually enjoy the moment where I'm currently functioning and operating, which is this frequency and this level and this vibration, and enjoying this while I'm looking forward to the next thing. So yeah, it really hit me. I was like, I don't even have a birthday wish list. I don't know if I really want to take a birthday trip. I don't know if I do take a birthday solocation, am I even going to vlog it? I'm just experiencing a shift in my life right now. I don't know how else to actually I don't know how else to describe it. I'm just experiencing a shift in my life. And I would say it started in December last year. And then in January, I was like, oh, it's probably that, new year, new me hype. And then it kind of continued. I felt the same way deeply in March. And then I kind of feel that way right now. And that's why I'm deciding to just tap out, zone out, and take this mental break. So, yeah. I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, I am just going through a spiritual transformation, a mental transformation. And I feel like right before my birthday, like I said, my birthday is in September, and right now it's the 1st of July. I want to take that break to myself to actually just be in tune with my emotions, just be in tune with my psyche, and really listen to myself, my body, my vibrations, just everything. Just be present in my life. And I am looking forward to it. So how have I really been coping with this transformational season that I'm currently undergoing? Honestly, I'm quite sure that you've noticed in the past 2 vlogs that I've been showing the audiobooks that I've been listening to. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks, books that talk about spiritual alignment, and one of the books that I'm really obsessed with right now, I'll probably put the little video on the screen or just a picture of the book, or just the name, whatever it is that I decide to put up. It's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Oh my word, the most amazing book I've laid my hands on in the longest time. It's amazing. He just breaks everything down in such a simple way that as you're listening, you're just sitting there for a moment, you pause, you're like, I've actually experienced that, but I never perceived it in that manner, or I've gone through that, but that's not what I thought was happening. So this book has actually opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I think one of the biggest things that it really shed a light on is the fact that most of us are really passively living our lives. We literally are living life to go to our jobs, be present kinda in our friendships and relationships, pay our bills, get through school. We're just surviving. A lot of us are surviving, but we're not living. And I think this book has honestly been enlightening in that regard. It's literally called The Power of Now, A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment. And honestly, that's exactly how I felt from the very first time I started listening to this audiobook. If you are interested in this audiobook, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, you can look for it on YouTube. It's 7 hours long. It's an audiobook, like I said, free of charge. You can just listen to it as you're going about your day. It's one of the most beautiful books I've ever listened to. So another audiobook that I've listened to is The Secret. With The Secret, I feel like it's not really that effective compared to The Power of Now. So I think I listened to The Secret if I was just doing like a guided meditation or my morning affirmations. The Secret is not really a book that I'd recommend as a self-help or spiritually aligned book. I think it's just one of those books you'd probably listen to if you just need that kick of positivity and a dose of positivity in your life. The third book that I listened to is You Are a Badass. I know that I showed this in one of my vlogs. Amazing book. It's just one of those, queen, get up, you can do this. Who are you to doubt yourself? What do you think this is? You think you are in the VVIP section of a pity party? Sorry, sweetie. This is not the time or the place. So that's the type of energy I got from this book. You're a badass. You can do this. Don't even sleep on yourself. Don't do that. Don't minimize yourself to your problems. Don't box yourself up or define yourself according to your problems or wherever you find yourself currently in your life. You are a badass. I love that book so much. So I think when I want that switch up from the very serious energy and vibe that I get from The Power of Now, I listen to You're a Badass and I'm just like, get out of bed, sis. I don't know what you think you're doing, sitting there sulking. All right, and the fourth book that I've been listening to is The Power Is Within You by Louise Hay. First of all, her voice is so soothing. Her voice is so therapeutic. When you're listening to the book, she's recounting her own childhood experiences, childhood trauma, trying to make sense, or not really trying to make sense, helping you make sense of how certain things that happened in your life might have shaped you into the person that you are, but that doesn't have to define you. I love that book. So those are the 4 audiobooks that I've been listening to and highly recommend. If you need a dose of positivity, like I said, you can just search for those on YouTube. They're all available on YouTube and they're free. And obviously therapy has been helping, prayer, going to the gym, doing my morning affirmations. I honestly tried guided meditation, but it's not for me. I honestly can't get myself to just calm down and focus. I'm a person who's just too much in their head, if that makes sense. I'm just always having some form of monologue in my head. There's always some conversation. There's just always something. There's just a lot of brain activity. On a neurological level, psychological level, whatever, I think people who are skilled in that regard, they'd be able to find the proper term for that, but I just can't calm my thoughts down. And as we know, you need to be zen in order to actually be fully engaged in a meditation session. So that's one thing that I've really been struggling with. But the goal is actually to get to that point where I can sit through a 10-minute long meditation without, just feeling frazzled. Yeah, so anyway, I also have a solo trip coming up on the 15th. I don't know if I'll be vlogging. If I do, you guys will definitely see the vlog when I come back. And I'm taking this break. I was actually going to cancel the trip, but then I was like, you know what, just go. It can be a solo trip, and I'm just going to use this as a little break right before my birthday, like I said, to just reflect, think, journal, just zone out. That's what, the main purpose of this trip will be for me. Just reconnecting with myself. I know it sounds a little dramatic, but yeah. So yeah, anyway guys, I hope you have a bit of an idea as to why I'm taking this break. So ideally, my break will be a month long. So today is the 1st of July, meaning from the 1st of July to the 1st of August. But obviously, if I am still in a bit of a rut or a funk, or I'm just not where I'd like to be mentally and obviously on the creative front, I might just take a longer break. But yeah, that's why I'm saying just follow me on Instagram, because when I do come back, I'll probably make an announcement on my stories and you can know when to expect a video. But anyway guys, if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing. I just looked at my subscriber numbers and I just hit 516 subscribers. So I think we can officially say we're on the road to 1K. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos, liking, sharing. To those of you who do share, I just wanted to take this moment to actually thank you guys for your continuous support. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Diabulela. Thank you. So yeah, hopefully when I do come back, I'll be in a better mental space, better creative space, and I'll be able to put out content that I'm really proud of and you guys can actually enjoy it, because I want this to be a very positive platform, positive vibrations only. And like I said, I will not do myself that disservice of actually continuing to put out content even though I'm not happy with the quality or I'm not really in a great space mentally to be putting out the content, So yeah, anyway guys, thank you for your continuous support and love. Don't forget to go follow me on Instagram. Like I said, that's where I'll be more active with my fashion posts. That has really kept me centered and happy. And they say continue doing what makes your heart smile, and that's what makes me happy. So yeah, anyway guys, I will see you in my next video when I come back. Yeah, bye.